Caesar Cefe. Are you both straight?
Well, this one is the one I feel like everyone's quite interested in, or a lot of people have been interested in the comments. And it's a funny one for us because look at me putting it off, look at me just dangling it. Hi guys, I'm Matthew.
I'm Daniel.
And this is the Playroom Studio. Today we're going to answer some of your questions. We got your cues, it's time for some A's. We actually put the post up quite a long time ago about doing a Q&A.
Over a month, I think it was now.
Yeah, so it's had some time to marinate. The questions have grown in richness and flavour and depth.
I think we were just reluctant to do a video like this. Number one,
who cares?
Yeah. Are you interested? Are you interested? Number two, are we ready to answer these questions, man? Are we ready to put our lives out there like this?
Some of them plunge deep into who we are, what we're about, what we believe in.
Exactly.
And I don't really know any of those things.
Aha! And I haven't decided any of that yet. I think we should kind of try to get into it pretty quickly because I have a feeling.
The dog needs water. Carry on now.
Oh. Wait, can we hear him? Ooh. Because I have a feeling that we're going to talk quite a lot about each one. Just because we're quite talkative people when we get started. So, I feel like the first question I saw...
Who's it from?
It's from someone called Delia Lerma. Delia? I think it's Delia.
Delia, probably.
Are you both married?
No.
Yes. No. No, I'm not. Okay. That's good. We've got one out of the way.
Yeah, we're really chatting now. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? I just feel like, is that illuminating? I'd like you to be surprised. I'd like you to think, what? What do you mean that they aren't?
People haven't.
They haven't just... This one is kind of the next phase of this sort of question.
That's just a second question.
It's, no, it's related to the first one. It's by Lena Marquez. Are you both single? Are you staying in the same house? We are both single and we're both staying in the same shed in the garden. And I think at the moment, I think we can all agree during lockdown, it's quite a difficult time to...
people have never been more single.
Do you know what I mean? And if you were already
single,
if you were already single, then are you willing to go and risk it all just to meet someone new? Are they in your bubble?
I mean, maybe, but...
We have someone, I think, called Daniela, but the first A is a V. How many songs have you written, and if you would like to release one? So, how many songs have we written, and would we like to release one?
We've written a lot of songs, actually, over our lifetime of writing songs, probably 50-ish. Maybe about that. We're quite, even since we first started writing songs, we weren't good at just finishing them and
doing
them
songs
out.
And like, yeah, that's done. We've always agonised over song by song. So we've been writing songs since we were 7.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you remember a little ditty, Matt. A little tune. There was a king under a star. What's it? They travelled long, they travelled far. They could not see what it's like to be a king.
We went to a little Catholic primary school.
Something like that.
And every year we do our nativity with the hymns and the Christmas carols.
And we just thought, this warmth, yo. And we need
to get a track on the charts.
A song on the projector.
Do you know what I mean? But...
No, it was alright. I feel like it had more melody than that, but I can't quite remember. But yeah, that was our first experience writing a song, and we do rewrite songs all the time, and we have released one on this channel alone, which a lot of you have watched.
Yeah, thank you very much for those of you who have watched it.
And it's a song, we've always been inspired by a lot of different people, but this one is kind of mostly influenced by our love of R&B and neo-soul. So Erykah Badu, Jill Scott,
Leanne Havaz.
Yeah, exactly. So like some really like great singers. And we have another song that we are planning on releasing soon. We're just trying to do another video for it.
Yeah, but, it's a little more produced, but yeah, just working on it.
The Gangbusters music. Do you bully each other sometimes? Lol. Laughing face. What are the things you do to kill boredom aside from doing music or singing? So first things first, do you bully me?
No, there's no bullying going on. We get along very well. It's not an accident that we work together. There's another question I think coming up. Maybe you want to ask it now.
Okay. It's maybe are you close That
Do
one?
you always hang out together? We didn't know we were going to do music together, but we just knew we were going to do something together.
Yeah.
So we've always got along. We've always had like a really good relationship in everything we've done.
Yeah, I think being twins, and a lot of people ask us, are you twins? Even though every video we do has the word twins in the title. We are twins, and we were never brought up to be, oh, we're twins, and
We're
that's
one
who we
person,
are.
yeah.
And we have to talk at the same time and wear the same outfits. We've always been very reluctant to be a part of that sort of narrative. Because of that, our relationship has been naturally formed and is kind of, we're close without any air of competitiveness. We're close without any feeling of having to fight for attention or individuality.
And to kill time and boredom, we watch things together. We
twerk it out.
No! I think we just have a laugh, and it's one of those things when you have.
We have a laugh, guys.
What I mean to say is, when you have good friends, you always have those inside jokes, and you feel like our jokes are so good. So imagine how funny we think we are.
So that's what we do. We just laugh. I started to read this question at the end of the other one, but they have something interesting on the end, so I want to make sure we get the whole thing. What is the one thing that the other loves doing, which the other isn't fond of? It's a hard one because it kind of, again, it comes back to the answer we gave you a second ago, which is that we are individuals, but we aren't those sorts of, oh, this one's the crazy one and this one's the this one sort of twins. Yeah. We are quite similar in a lot of ways, and that's not in a negative kind of forced way, as we just said. It's just naturally we are quite similar in terms of our interests.
Yeah.
The things that we have different are, I suppose, you like certain shows that I'm not that bothered about.
I've watched things like, Breaking Bad and stuff that Daniel's not interested in watching.
Yeah.
Been reading some books on law stuff, like UK law, just because I'm interested, not because I've got any area of expertise.
Yeah, whereas
I don't think you'd be interested.
I just tend to read anything Maya Angelou's ever written. I probably cook a bit more. I like baking. I like talking about food a lot. We were at one point going to be opening our own little food truck, weren't we, Matt? That was going to be before the studio. We thought, well, what can we build that we're not going to leave behind? Put all this money into something. So we were thinking a food truck, weren't we? A Maltese food truck. But
just to prove our point that we were going to do anything together, it could have been anything, really.
Yeah, exactly. We were going. If it was a cleaning business, it would have been together. Caesar Cefe. Are you both straight?
Well, this one is the one I feel like everyone's quite interested in, or a lot of people have been interested in the comments. And it's a funny one for us because look at me putting it off. Look at me just dangling it.
Are we both... I've got something to... I probably should have said this before, but I've got something to share with you, mate.
Oh, no.
I've been meaning to tell you for a while.
Okay.
You don't use enough seasoning in your risotto.
Oh, what? That is absolute... And why does everyone always get me to make the risotto then?
Because it's a lot of stirring, Matt. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Yeah, so I'm gay and Matthew's straight. That's something that... that's always been true.
That's just the way it is, baby.
But when did I come out to you, Matt?
Well, we were 18. If you could believe it. If you could actually
wait such a long time.
To me, his twin brother. But I was probably the last one to find out.
Matthew was the first person I told, other than random people I met on the internet. But other people had the idea that I was gay before Matthew did, and I think Matthew just believed me. So when I said no, I'm not.
I can't
be. Daniel wouldn't say lie to me.
I can't really explain it, other than I didn't care. Number one, it wasn't integral to our relationship. Whether we were never chasing girls. I mean,
we've never been that way, and you're not that way with our other brothers. We've never been like, oh, look at that.
Yeah,
we've never been that way.
So it didn't matter. Number one, it never really came up, and number two, I just believed what he said and didn't doubt it in a way.
So in a way, I'm the bad one.
Do you know what I mean? I'm just too trusting and obviously not observant enough, because it didn't feel, when I found out, it didn't feel like this whole universe had been opened up that I didn't know about.
It felt that way for me.
Yeah.
I have to say that.
Yeah.
I think it feels like a way bigger deal for the person involved, and it's quite anticlimactic and frustrating when you have something that has been kind of eating away at you or playing a big role in your mind that's making you feel frustrated or worried or whatever, and then when it turns out that it was all kind of a bit of a waste of time, feeling that way, that can be quite frustrating. But we are, so I'm gay, Matthew's straight. I've seen twins on YouTube that are both gay. Got anything to say, Matt? Or you just been biding your time? Where are you guys from? So
we're from Essex, that's where we live. Our dad was from Yorkshire, our mum was from London. We were born in London, in Hackney, and our granddad on our mum's side was from Malta. So that's been quite important in our lives about us being Maltese, having that culture, having the family dynamic and visiting family in Malta when we go over there. That's where this artwork's from. You got
Maltese artwork.
Limonata.
Flisco nominata. That's
Carrozza.
Carrozza, that's car, but that's like a cart. I don't know what you can see on there, but anyway, so we're Maltese, and that's a big part of our lives. I think because we probably look more Maltese, that's why it's been more important to us, perhaps.
Yeah,
because people ask you about it a lot. But
and you start to think, what am I?
And we're also on our dad's side Lithuanian, but according to DNA tests, we're Scottish with very small amount English, as it turns out. So we've done an ancestry DNA. That could have been a video in itself, us doing our DNA.
We've got a big comment below, because we had a big surprise in our ancestry DNA, and we won't go further into it. We're saving it for another video story. We need to get this coming out story as a big separate video, maybe coming out to my twin.
I'll tell you. I can tell you about that, actually. If you're interested in hearing about the coming out story, then comment down below. Who's mum's favourite? And that's from Sahara Bijraj.
Well, you're wrong for that one. She hasn't got a fave.
Wendy Tagarino. Love that. Do you live together? Have you both tried having each other's hairstyles? And that makes me laugh.
How would that work?
Aside from singing and playing instruments, what are your other unique talents?
My unique talents. I'm pretty good when someone's struggling to find the word they're thinking of coming up with the word.
I'm pretty good at making Matthew feel good by saying he was right. When he's thought of a word. Yeah, baby boy. Comment underneath what you feel like you haven't had answered by us. The headline is that I'm gay. So let's
right. I wore some very noisy trousers. I've been wondering if that's been coming up.
Is this how you talk it out, Matt?
Yeah, that's my sort of style.
Right, so thank you guys for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it, because it's a very different kind of video for us. Don't know. Was it interesting?
I think it was. Well, I'll have to watch it back. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys. See you later.
Talk to you soon.